Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss the case of Punjab IAS and PCS Officers House Building Society Limited versus Income Tax Officer. This case has been reported in 108 ITR Tribunal at page number 290. The matter has been decided by CHANDIGARH ITAT B bench and the date of the judgment is 3rd November 2023. This case is regarding liability of the assessee under section 194C on the contractual payments. The crux of the case is that when the assessee has to make some payments which are not dependent on the discretion of the assessee and which are out of the obligations of some government policy, or where the assessee is making the payment to any person not as a contractor, then in that case section 194C liability does not arise. This case is the perfect example to understand this thing. In this case, the assessee paid to Greater Mohali Area Development Authority external development charges of near about rupees 28 crore. As the name suggests, external development charges, the names give a message that this is in the nature of contractual payments. So the assessing officer was tempted with the nomenclature of the expense and he was of the opinion that the TDS is to be deducted under section 194C, and the assessing officer, by issuing a show cause notice to the assessee that why the TDS liability should not be on you. When the assessee filed its reply, it was the submission of the assessee that this payment has not been paid to the Greater Mohali Area Development Authority as a contractor on behalf of the assessee. But the assessing officer was not convinced and he created a liability of near about 94 lakh on the assessee. The matter came to the CIT appeal. The CIT appeal also upheld the order of the learned assessing officer, and when the issue came before the ITAT was of the opinion that there does not arise the liability of section 194C in the present case, broadly on 2 points. First, the payment has been made by the assessee to the Greater Mohali Area Development Authority out of the policy decision of the government. The payment has not been made out of the free consent of the assessee. Although the ITAT was of the opinion that these charges were the proportionate cost of the infrastructure development which has been done by the Greater Mohali Area Development Authority, but at the same time this payment has the nature of the assessee's obligation and duties towards the public, and the money which has been given by the assessee to the authority was not out of the free consent and it was not a contractual payment, because the main point was that the assessee does not have any say in expending this money by the Greater Mohali Development Authority. So where the assessee does not have the choice how this expenditure will be done by the contractee, then in that case, or by the contractor, then in that case that charges cannot be termed as contractual payment and the TDS liability does not arise. Friends, when these type of charges are paid and some decisions are made by the appellate authorities, because we have seen that our appellate authorities are so good in delivering the decisions, because if we see the ratio of the decisions which have been given by the tribunals, mostly near about 90 to 95% decisions, the High Court also upheld them. So when these type of decisions come, it is my point of view that the Central Board of Direct Taxes should come with some clarifications and the circulars that these charges do not attract the TDS liability. The benefit of these type of instructions, circulars, will be that the assessee will be saved from the unnecessary litigation at the higher forums. Because when these additions are made, these additions are not made only in the hand of one assessee, in the hands of the various assessees which have paid these type of charges. So when the matter is concluded by ITAT or the high courts, then the department should come with circulars by bringing some clarifications. At the end of this video, once again, I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Punjab IAS and PCS Officers House Building Society Limited versus Income Tax Officer, and this case has been reported in 108 ITR Tribunal at page number 290. The matter has been decided by Chandigarh ITAT B bench, and the date of the judgment is 3rd November 2023. Thank you, friends.